Since 2024, at least $151.3 million was lost to government official impersonation scams. Not only do these scams betray public trust in the government, but they are a scourge that must be eradicated. Thank you both for joining me on this episode of Scam Alert on CrimeWatch. Now, let's start by talking about how scammers who impersonate government officials operate.
It starts as an unsolicited phone call or an in-app call such as from WhatsApp. Scammers will impersonate government officials from the Singapore Police Force, Monetary Authority of Singapore, or the Ministry of Manpower. The scammers will use government logos as part of their profile pictures, as well as to legitimize their claim, they will provide fake warrant card pictures or letters bearing the government agency's letterhead. The victims will be informed that there's suspicious transactions in their bank accounts or that they have been accused of criminal activities. The scammers would then instruct the victims with a series of tasks to be completed, such as transferring their money to safety accounts or handing over their valuables such as jewelry or gold bars to someone else. Victims will only realize it is a scam after they've verified with the government agency directly or the scammers have become uncontactable.
So am I right to say that government officials will never ask you for your bank login details?
Yes, in fact, nobody should be asking you for your bank login details. It is important to remember, do not panic. At the end of the day, the scammers will want to create fear and a sense of urgency for you to act immediately. It is important to remember all of us are vulnerable to scams.
So what are the key red flags you should look out for in this scam?
Number one, real government officials will never ask you to transfer money, especially to specified bank accounts. Number two, they will also never ask you for your bank login details, including your one-time passwords. And number three, never install mobile apps from unofficial app stores, and these include unverified downloadable links sent via SMS. And finally, the most common tactic to pressure you into complying with them is that a scammer will say to transfer your call directly to the police. Now, no government official will do that. In fact, no government agency will transfer your call to the police. If there's potentially a crime situation, they'll ask you to contact the police directly via an online police report or in person at the station. And the police will also contact you to go down to the station directly to verify the situation.
Yeah, if you think about it, why would any government official ask you to transfer money over a phone call? It just doesn't seem safe because you don't know who is at the other end of the line.
But we should never underestimate the scammers' tactics to create fear as well as a sense of urgency for you to act quickly.
You know, I've personally received phone calls when an individual could recite my personal details and information, and that caused me to believe that he was a real government official.
Yeah, we've seen that tactic being used to gain the victim's trust. The scammer may be able to recite the full name or even the full NRIC just to prove their legitimacy. But do not automatically trust just because they're able to do that. Always double check. And if you receive an SMS from the government, make sure it comes from the gov.sg SMS sender ID.
So what other ways are there to safeguard ourselves against scams?
Actually, we just have to remember the word ACT. A-C-T. A stands for AD. Add protective measures such as a Scam Shield app, an antivirus app, or money lock. These will help you protect your bank accounts as well as your mobile devices.
Now, C stands for check. Check for scam signs if you're unsure something is a scam. You can also call and check via the 24/7 Scam Shield helpline at 1799. You should also check for suspicious phone numbers or text messages via the Scam Shield mobile app.
And T stands for tell. So tell your family and friends and the authorities should you encounter a scam. This will help protect others in the community.
Add, check, and tell. 3 simple steps to safeguard ourselves from scams. If your account or credit card has been compromised, contact your bank immediately to prevent further losses. And file a police report online or in person. Only call 999 if you require the police's urgent assistance. We hope you found this segment helpful. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and together we can act against scams.